Hi, I'm Mike, owner of the Groove in Phoenix, Arizona. Today I'm going to do the 2025 Black Friday Record Store Day preview video, showing you guys everything that is going to be available this Black Friday. That is November 28th, 2025. All of these items will be available in store. We open at 8 o'clock Arizona time. Locals generally start lining up a couple of hours early on Black Friday. Nothing crazy, not the day before like Record Store Day, but a couple of hours early. Everything that is not sold in store, and I mean a massive amount of quantity of stuff, will go online the following day at 8 o'clock Eastern time. Lot to remember. 8 o'clock Eastern time the following day. So I think right now that's 6 o'clock Arizona time. But 8 o'clock in the morning on Black Friday, all of this stuff will be available. And I think everything is here for the most part. The Billie Eilish I don't have yet because they overnighted it, and I don't get it until actually tomorrow. So I'm trying to film this video as complete as possible, but there's a couple of titles. I think the Ringo Starr was canceled. There was an issue with the NXS, so that's going to be maybe coming after Record Store Day. But for the most part, I have everything here to show you guys. So let's get right to it. Again, Black Friday 2025. I will say this as a side note. I mentioned this to somebody earlier today, and they're like, you say this every single year. This Record Store Day, for as much griping as there's been about it, I have been allocated more on this Record Store Day than any other Record Store Day previous. Without giving you the exact numbers of what I ordered, I can tell you from what I ordered versus what I got sent to me, my order dollar-wise got allocated about 70%. Maybe 65 to 70% of what I ordered dollar-wise is not coming. A lot of titles were allocated. That's a combination of more record stores participating in Record Store Day, and also they are lowering quantities of titles. That's just something that's been going on the last couple of years. Okay, let's get right into it, starting with some of the non-records for Record Store Day. Delron 3030. This is the 25th anniversary edition cassette tape. We've got the Grateful Dead, the legendary acoustic sets from 1980. This is a 2 CD set. I believe it also comes out on vinyl. Bobby Womack, Live in London, a Record Store Day CD. This one is bizarre. First time this has ever happened. This is a Record Store Day essay CD. Black Friday from Chesky, David Johansen, and the Harry Smiths. From Chesky. So this is a CD / essay CD. So you can play it on a normal CD player as well. Jorma Kaukonen. What's the title of this? Wabash Avenue. Janae Akito, Guidance / Sun. 7-inch. Now we're into the vinyl. The Dillinger Escape Plan, Under the Running Board, 7-inch for RSD. I love the fact we're not overloaded with 7 inches anymore. Kesha doing Holiday Road. This is, I'm pretty sure, from memory, the hype on this is Lindsey Buckingham's Holiday Road. And A Very Merry Christmas. I might actually keep one of those and put it on the jukebox. I'm not 100% sure. We got a jukebox in the store here. Led Zeppelin, Trample Underfoot. I actually might put that on the jukebox too. 7-inch single. You don't see a lot of Led Zeppelin 7-inch singles. That's not a thing with Led Zeppelin. Not in the States anywhere. Way. Mr. Romantic, Dream a Little Dream of Me. Backed with It's Only a Paper Moon. Xanadu 45, Olivia Newton-John, pressed on purple glitter vinyl. Chaperone, The Subway and the Giver. This is the 7-inch singles box for Around the World in a Day, Prince and the Revolution. So Raspberry Beret, Paisley Park, Pop Life in America, plus a brand new 7-inch single of For the Tears in Your Eyes on clear vinyl. Remastered by Bernie Grundman. Now I've got some 10 inches. Matt Berenger. Bruno Mars. It's better if you don't understand. Got a shelf here for some of these titles to get them out of the way. Ilium, In My Arms and Refugee. This is a 7-inch record store day picture disc. All right, let's get some of the picture discs out of the way. They're all separate here. Devo's Marry Something to You, available for the first time on vinyl. Dying Fetus, Into the Cesspool. This is a shaped picture disc on Relapse Records. Sierra Farrell, Trail of Flowers. Picture disc of the 4-time Grammy Award-winning album on Rounder Records. In Flames, Breathing Fire, live in 2024. King Gizzard and the Wizard Lizard, live in 2024. This is an RSD picture disc. This is an official bootlegger title. Rat, limited edition picture disc. This is a shaped picture disc of Invasion of Your Privacy. It's kind of nice this year for record store day. It seems like all of the picture discs are now in this. It's a different style picture sleeve. I'm thinking this is the type of picture, the plastic that doesn't off-gas. It's not your traditional picture sleeve material, that thick, heavy plastic that off-gases and destroys all your picture discs. It seems like they put it in a different type of plastic. I don't know exactly what it is, but it feels a little more supple to the hand. Picture disc for the soundtrack of The Watchmen. Okay, now we're into straight vinyl. I'm going to start, these are mostly in alphabetical order. This is kind of cool. I absolutely have no idea who 2 Chainz is, but look what they did. This is actually in an embroidered jean slip-on case. I mean, we're talking full pocket. It's denim. It's really cool. This is TRU Religion, 15th Anniversary Edition. Albert Ayler with Don Cherry. This is from ORG 4LP box set. Europe, 1964. We've got America. Hearts, 50th Anniversary Expanded Edition. Asking Alexandria. Asking Alexandria self-titled on trans red with black and white marble. A limited edition reflective jacket. This is limited to 1,700 copies, hand numbered on the back. Always a popular title here in Arizona. Alice Cooper, live 1975 from LA. Welcome to my nightmare. 2 LP set. Nickelodeon's Avatar, The Last Airbender. Music composed and produced by Jerry Zuckerman. Take On Me, 40th Anniversary Edition. 8 different versions of the #1 international hit, pressed on ruby red vinyl. Single versions, acoustic versions, live around the world, different versions, symphonic versions. That is kind of cool if you like the song. Bluey, the album. This is a 5th birthday edition Zoetrope disc. Bluey always does well around the holidays as a record store day title. Big Head Todd and the Monsters, Sister Sweetly. Limited to 3,000 copies. Breather Resist, Charmer. This is a record store day exclusive on baby blue and white splatter vinyl. A picture disc of the original soundtrack album of Big Top Pee-wee, first time on vinyl. Oh, on a side note, it's not exactly a record store day title, but I have a title that I am selling exclusively on Record Store Day. There's only 30 copies of this. This is the new Corey Weeds on Coherent Records. All analog, cut, direct to 2-track, mastered by Kevin Gray. Just a phenomenal record. You might be familiar with it. The only thing that is different about this, I only got 30 of them done. Corey Weeds autographed them all. Beautiful signature. I'm going to have 15 of these available in store, and then I'm going to hold the other 15 copies for online. So if you're not local and you want a shot at it, you'll be able to get it online the following day. Ray Barretto, Together. This is a title I'm going to be grabbing for myself. All analog, cut from the original master tape. Bratmobile, The Real Janelle, plus the Peel Sessions. The Band, Jericho, limited edition, first time on vinyl. 2 LP Cobalt edition. First time on vinyl. Bad Brains, live at the Bayou, Washington, D.C., 1980 and 1981, limited to 3,000 copies worldwide. Great Scott! This is Back to the Future, the trilogy on Verace Sarabande, keeping score since 1977. Iconic themes and cues from the Back to the Future trilogy on Doc Brown vinyl. More of the score and not the soundtrack. James Bay, Chaos and the Calm. The Very Best of Eric Burton and War. Bonus tracks, 2 never before heard bonus tracks, and the original unedited version of Spill That Wine, remixed and on vinyl for the first time. The B-52's Wild Planet. This is a Record Store Day exclusive picture disc. Benson Boone, Pulse, first time on vinyl. Black Kids, Party Traumatic, RSD LP. Cool cover. Kind of raised and spot glossed. I have no idea musically what that is. Cage the Elephant, live from the Vic in Chicago. Yellow and black splattered vinyl. This is kind of cool. They've done this record like 900,000 times at this point. A Charlie Brown Christmas, Vince Guaraldi Trio. I think the quintessential holiday record of all time. To this day, I sell more of these than anything else. But what's cool about this is the record opens up and it becomes a pop-up of kind of the holiday scene. I don't know if you can zoom in on that there. But kind of cool, little pop-up edition. The Charlie Brown stuff always does really well on Record Store Day. Larry Correll and the 11th House, Riviera 76, the Godfather of Fusion. This is on Culture Factory. Currency, Pilot Talk 2. Creed, live in San Antonio. Phil Collins, 12ers. Limited edition 6-track EP featuring all the No Jacket Required extended remixes on vinyl for the first time. Another title I was looking forward to, The Doors, live in Copenhagen. 2 LP set, pressed on limited edition crystal clear vinyl. First official release of the legendary concert. Doctor Who, The Last Voyage. The Very Best of Delight. Grooves in Arms. Remember the music video of this? It's great. To go with the cassette, we've got Delron 3030. This is the limited edition clear yellow, black, clear blue, green, scattered patterns Record Store Day vinyl splatter edition. The Dead Milkmen. Ooh, it's got a lenticular cover. Bonus 12-inch alternate take straight off the studio floor. This has got all kinds of bonuses. Remastered on yellow and green vinyl. They did a really fantastic job on this cover. Dr. Dre, Compton. This is the instrumental version of the soundtrack. Ronnie D'Andario, written by Ronnie D'Andario. Disclosure, the singles of Volume 2. Another title that I've been getting a ton of phone calls on. The original, as intended, Freewheelin' Bob Dylan, and a very reasonably priced record. You know, you don't see a lot of sub $25 record store day titles. Very popular. Another title I've been getting asked a lot about, of course, the Miles Davis Live at the Plug Nickel, December 23rd, 1965. This is the second set. Let's see, In Vogue, Born to Sing. This is the 35th anniversary edition. Bill Evans, Portraits at the Penthouse, live in Seattle. Limited to 5,000 copies. This is number 341. The Beat at the BBC. The English Beat, Rankin Full Stop. Nice. We've got, this is Fred Again, Actual Life Piano Live. I think this is a title that's been delayed multiple times. Number 2 and number 3. Niall Francis, 2 EP, blue and pink vinyl. Another title that I know will do well. Fleetwood Mac, live in 1975. Live recordings from the legendary 1975 tour on vinyl for the first time. Let's see, The Flaming Lips, live in 2024. A legendary summer freakout show, mastered at 45 RPM. Ghost Note, Fortified. Yeah. G-Love and Special Sauce, Ode to R.L. Boyce. What kind of special sauce do you think he's talking about there? Let's see. Good Kid. Good Kid 1, 2, 3, and 4. Black Friday. Just says Black Friday. No special color on that. Not on the hype sticker anyways. Glorilla. Capital G-L-O, capital R-I-L-L-A. Exclusive neon yellow vinyl. Ghost. Skeletor. RSD picture disc. Grateful Dead, On a Back Porch, Volume 2. And we've got another Grateful Dead title. This is the CD, but on vinyl that I showed you guys earlier, the acoustic sets. George Harrison, this is Living in the Material World, Zoetrope Edition. The Head and the Heart, Ghosts in the Machinery. John Lee Hooker, Chill Out, 30th Anniversary Edition of his 1995 album. Charlie Hayden, live at the Jazz Record Mart. Very cool. Let's see, Billy Idol featuring Avril Lavigne. Let's Let's see, what is he doing here? 7/7. Picture disc. Another title that's going to be really popular. It was pretty heavily allocated. Iconopops. I love it. All the teen like pop records. I've been just killing it for a record store day. Jazz Sabbath. This is Jazz Sabbath Live. This is a 2 LP set on translucent orange vinyl. Larry June, 2 Chainz and the Alchemists. Life is Beautiful. Jelly Roll, Beautiful Broken. Beautifully Broken, excuse me. And to go with the CD, hey, look at this. Chesky's doing it again. This is a one-step. David Johansen, let's see, a one-step pressing on 180 gram vinyl with an RSD exclusive booklet. Hey, it's a one-step for 37 bucks, 36 bucks, I think it was. Elton John and Brandi Carlile, Who Believes in Angels, live at the London Palladium, featuring 10 songs from the critically acclaimed show at the London Palladium, plus an original concert poster. No. This was previously, I think, only available in the box set, but here it is as a standalone. Billy Joel, live from Long Island. 3 LP complete concert includes 5 songs not on the original home video. Junior Mafia, Been Getting Money. B.B. King, Broadcasting the Blues, live from Germany and Sweden on Time Traveler Records. This is a limited edition of 3,000 copies, but they didn't put a number on this one. So, I mean, if you get this copy, you can, I guess, theoretically have whatever number you want to write in there. Marcus King, No Room for Blue. Rashawn Roland Kirk, Vibrations in the Village, live at the Village Gate. What year is this? 1967. Limited edition of 1,500 copies. This is number 71. Let's see, Roland Kirk again. Seek and Listen, live at the Penthouse. Limited to 1,500 copies. This is 271. This is 1967. Jorma Kaukonen. Let's see, Wabash Avenue. This is the vinyl of the CD I showed you guys earlier. And the last record in this row is Yusuf Lateef's Golden Flower, live in Sweden. I've read this and looking at the cover, for some reason my brain said Golden Shower, but I caught myself before I said it. 1967 and 1972 performances in Sweden, numbered to 2,500. This is 468. Yusuf Lateef's Golden Shower, live in Sweden. Okay. Ladytron, Nightlife, 2 LPs on milky clear vinyl. What do we got here? Lay Loose, Extra Extra. Make sure we're still filming over here. One of these times I was doing a record store day video maybe 4 years ago. Filmed the whole thing. It took like an hour and a half. I look up, my camera wasn't recording. I'm like, oh my God. So now I'm always paranoid. Little Brother, The Minstrel Show, 20th Anniversary Edition. 20th Anniversary. A title that has gotten significantly more popular since they've announced it, and that is this Love box set. Why? Because they announced that it was all analog, cut from tape. And that's not something that they actually announced when they announced this title. But they, the higher-ups at Rhino came out and said, oh yeah, we mastered that from tape. So this is Love, the complete Elektra albums box set. I think the 4 albums are analog, and the Rarities, if I'm not mistaken, is not analog. Fun record. I'm loving all these Mac Avenue titles that they're doing for Strata East. These are Strata East Tone Poets for all intents and purposes. All analog tape, cut from the original, transferred directly from the analog tapes, mastered by Kevin Gray, coherent with this beautiful gatefold. And the Strata stuff, if there's any jazz label that ever needed a good reissue campaign, it was Strata, because I've opened sealed Strata records from back in the day. They're noisy and they're riddled with pressing defects. They're not great sounding records back in the day. They're very expensive, and you eliminate all that if you can do proper analog reissues. Larry Mullins and Mike Watt, We Will Fall. So I'm looking forward to that Mac Avenue. Just the Strata stuff and the time travel, or the Muse titles they've been doing have been killer. You know, those 2 new series. Joni Mitchell, Rollin' Thunder Review. Motorhead, live at Brixton, 1987. Matchbox 20, live in 2001. Make some space. Briston Maroney, live at Red Rocks. The only title that I've actually had time to listen to so far is Curtis Mayfield's Curtis. This is a Rhino Reserve title exclusive to Record Store Day. All analog, cut from the master tape by Matt Luthans at the Mastering Lab. Beautiful gatefold. Clean originals of this, very hard to find. Nice welcome edition as a Rhino Reserve. Montrose and Sammy Hagar live 1973 on KSAN Radio. Madness Hit Parade on Nut Phonics. Municipal Waste, Massive Aggression on Toxic Green and Purple Merge vinyl. Motley Crue picture disc of Home Sweet Home, 40th anniversary. Nico, live in Remus Cathedral, 1974. It says never before released on vinyl. Randy Newman, this is Trouble in Paradise, the demos. Previously unreleased demos for one of Rolling Stone's 100 best albums of the 80s. Big Papa, the Notorious B.I.G. This is the remix edition on red vinyl. Club mix, instrumental, radio, instrumental. So a bunch of different mixes on there. Or, live from Madison Square Garden, Or's unforgettable 2007 Madison Square Garden show on vinyl at last. 3LP numbered edition. No, 3LP numbered limited edition. Number 1377. I had to double read it because I couldn't find the number. Otto, Sweaty Pool. Old Dirty Bastard. Shimmy Shimmy Ya, and Brooklyn Zoo, pressed on blue vinyl. Old and in the Way, live at Sonoma State, 11/4/73, limited edition of 5,500 copies, one of the final performances from the legendary bluegrass supergroup. Lot of Grateful Dead tie-ins on Record Store Day. They always sell out, they always do well. Pelican, What We Have All Come to Need. Ooh, what is this? Longinu Parsons, self-titled. First time reissue of his private press, highly sought after Grail album. Let's see, the Pharaohs, Oneness of Juju, the Pyramids, Sun Ra Tribes. What is this? Not a record I'm familiar with. I'm going to listen to this. I think this will be another one I pick up. Really nice tip-on jacket. Well done. Includes a digital download card. Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers, the live anthology from the Vaults, Volume 1 on turquoise vinyl. Charlie Patton, father of the Delta Blues, limited to 2,000 copies. You know what would be a cool record store day title if they did Led Zeppelin 1 with the turquoise cover. Speaking of turquoise. Linda Perry, In Flight. Limited edition on colored vinyl, back on vinyl for the first time since 1996. Put that on my butcher cover reissue wait list in my mind. Post Malone, Long Bed. This was heavily allocated. I think I got a dozen or two, but heavily allocated. A lot of these were, but that one was one that shocked me. Linda Ronstadt, The Early Years, plus 2 live recordings from the 1970 Big Sur Folk Festival. This is numbered, number 294 in gold on the back. Robbie Robertson, Filmworks, Insomnia, on Omnivore Records. The original motion picture soundtrack to Rent, celebrate the movie's 20th anniversary, available on vinyl for the first time. Remember 20 years going to the movies quite a lot, and that was a preview, and it just would get stuck in your head, and it was terrible. Jonathan Richman, You Must Ask the Heart. 30th anniversary, first time on vinyl on Candy Heart Pink Wax. Todd Rundgren, 40th anniversary of Todd Rundgren's Warner debut, pressed on orange vinyl. First time reissue, lacquers cut directly from the analog master tapes by Joe Nino Hernez at Sterling Sound. He did a lot of the Talking Head stuff that actually was quite good. I think he did, some of the Talking Head stuff. The Rolling Stones, their Satanic Majesty's Request. This is the limited edition Zoetrope of Satanic Majesties. This was a title that I didn't order a ton of, but I still got allocated. I was like blown away. Another title I'll be picking up, Ramones live at CBGB's. First time on vinyl on translucent red vinyl. Role Model, Kansas Anymore, The Longest Goodbye. Spinal Tap, The End Continues, special RSD edition. The Stranglers, 4, 2025 remaster of The Stranglers debut EP or LP on green vinyl. Almost done, 75% of the way done. We've got Jesse Skies and The Sweet Hereafter, Forever. I've Been Being Born. What is this? Seals and Croft. Greatest hits, all right. Celebrating 50 years of Seals and Croft's greatest hits, pressed on milky clear vinyl. SpongeBob. Let's see. Picture disc of the movie SpongeBob Out of Water. I actually remember seeing this at the drive-in theater when it came out with the kids. Season 2 Risk, In a Perfect World. Sleigh Bells, Treats. Soul Coughing, a Ruby of Room Mixes. Slow Burn, Amusing the Amazing. Sunvolt, Trace. I got an original of this on the wall still. Includes a 2-second LP of their bonus tracks making their vinyl debut, featuring 2 alternate and unreleased demo versions of Drown and Route, pressed on purple vinyl. Craig Smith, Apache Inca RSD LP vinyls box set. Boy, this looks interesting. What is this? It's kind of a 2 LP set and a slipcover. Sugar, Copper Blue, the Singles Collection. 4 EP set, I'm guessing? Yeah, 4 12-inch singles. The title that I was looking forward to, I think the most, is right here. The Talking Heads. Tentative decisions, demos, and live. It actually tells you everything you need to know on the cover because the cover is the hype sticker. It says, well, there's a hype sticker over the hype sticker, which the hype sticker that's over the album jacket, which is also the hype sticker, is really just a picture of the band. But it is a LP and 7-inch by the Talking Heads and the artists, the Artistics. So the Artistics was David Byrne and Chris Franz doing Psycho Killer and Warning Side. This was a recently discovered tape. Nobody knew it existed. It was discovered less than a year ago, I think. They put that on a 7-inch inside. And then the LP is a bunch of early demos from 1975 and some out of 76. So really cool Talking Heads piece. It's a LP and a 7-inch single of the Artistics. Thievery Corporation, Radio Retaliation. I'm not sure why this has 2 hype stickers on it, but it does. 2 identical hype stickers. Sonny Terry and Brownie McGee live from the Ash Grove. Tokyo Gore Police. 3 LP limited edition pressing on red vinyl. Okay. Touche Amore, the complete BBC sessions from 2011 to 2025. Tangerine Dream live in Montreal, 1977. First time on vinyl on triple red and white vinyl effect colored splattered vinyl. From Culture Factory. Voivod, Lost Machine live. 2 LP set. Van Halen live at Wembley, 1995, first time on vinyl. There's a CD of this as well, but here is the vinyl. Bobby Womack live in London on red velvet cake vinyl. This was the big financial winner of last Record Store Day. That is Wicked for Good, the soundtrack. The previous Wicked was the big winner. I think the records at the time of Record Store Day were going for about $500. It was crazy. Let's see. T-Bone Walker, T-Bone's Blues, the 1959 Atlantic classic, back on vinyl for the first time in over a decade, includes a bonus 10-inch with 4 extra tracks. And on the back, it actually shows that it's mastered, lacquer cut by Bernie Grundman at Bernie Grundman Mastering. Reissue produced by Patrick Milligan. It doesn't actually say who mastered it. It just says lacquer cut. Interesting. Record Store Day vinyl exclusive red vinyl, DBPM 15. Wilco, Jeff Tweedy, and Daniel Johnson. Another title that was allocated, Ween's Shinola Volume 1. And I say that, but think about what I told you at the beginning of the video. I want to say 50 of these titles were allocated. Morgan Wade, The Party Is Over, Last Call. From Now and Again, Welcome to Zamrock, Witch, Fool's Ride. Witch is impossible to find 7-inch singles, never on LP, and all recorded around their Lazy Bones album. This is a Dwight Yoakam box set. What is that? The first 3 something of the 90s. My sticker blocks it. The first 3 albums of the 90s. So pretty much impossible to find on vinyl. I think one of these maybe never came out on vinyl. Yeah. Come on. Young Fresh Fellows, Loft on Eco Vinyl. I'm glad I've only seen that on a hype sticker 1 time so far this Record Store Day. Let's see, Lester Leaps In, Lester Young, live at Birdland, 1951 to 1952. Warren Zevon live at the Edmonton Folk Festival. Warren Zevon's final concert recording. Look at that. Recorded August 9th, 2002 at the Edmonton Folk Music Festival. Sad. Jazz Dispensary, Green Bullets, always popular on Green Thunder vinyl. Kind of a cool little cover. Various artists, Rock the Plaza, concert to save the historic Plaza Theater in Palm Springs. Alice Cooper, Paul Rogers, the concert event of 2022. Flowers in the Afternoon, late 1960s sunshine. A sunny serving of 1960s pop goodness. What's the world coming to? Garage Rock from Sun Records. Garage Rock from Sun Records. Gentry's, the Deltas, the Free Reign. All right. 2 more left. What do we got? Metal Machine Music. A new collection of extreme sonics inspired by Lou Reed's Metal Machine music. Okay. Punk Goes Acoustic. Let's see. Acoustic versions of Punk's favorites by Thrice, Yellow Card, Finch, The Ataris, Rise Against. There you go. That is most of Black Friday 2025 Record Store Days list. Again, keep in mind, all this stuff can be purchased online after Record Store Day, assuming it's still here, at 8 o'clock Eastern Time. But if you're local, or within, a reasonable amount of time, drive on to, the store here in Phoenix, Arizona. Line up. We'll be open at 8 o'clock in the morning. We should have snacks and treats. Be a good time. Keep in mind as well, we also live stream the entire event. I will set my camera up in the corner, and from 8 o'clock in the morning till 11, not 11, giving myself a longer day than I need to. 8 in the morning to 7 at night, we will live stream the entire event. It's a lot of fun. People always watch. You'll enjoy it. Check us out online, guys, at theingroup.com. Until next time.